So cartoons, huh?
Yeah. So
Played a big part of our lives, especially because we're brothers, and people probably don't know that shit because we don't look
that's
alike.
true. We look way different,
Mhm.
and you have like a bunch of facial hair, and I do
This
not.
general region, that's it. But
Yeah.
I think we watched a lot of anime growing up, and that I don't know. To me, I feel as though that kind of shaped me as a human being, just because like the stuff that they talked about and how to, I don't know, how to interact with people and stuff like that. Like, I know, for instance, like Kenshin had a big role.
Oh yeah.
We watched Dragon Ball Z because it was like, I don't know, it was entertaining.
Yeah,
it was just like the fighting, the good guy, the underdog.
Yeah.
I think it's always the underdog type stories.
Yeah.
And it's always that one guy just, trying to outdo the bad guys and stuff like that.
I liked Yu Yu Hakusho because we were in high school, and then this kid on the TV show was in high school, so like I totally related. The only thing is like he dated, I didn't date. He fought demons. I kind of fought demons.
In your head or...
Yeah. But I was just like, damn, man. Like as a high school student, I was like, that'd be cool if all that shit that he was doing, like if that happened to me while I'm in high school. But it's not how reality
to me
works.
it was like I think Kenshin was the one anime that really got to me in a sense, because it was just like a wander, and he's badass with the sword, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just so badass, but he's humbled. And the way he humbles himself is just by doing good, you know what I mean? And while we all know his backstory by him being a manslayer,
Yeah.
and then trying to, correct his mistakes by never drawing the sword again. Just
yeah.
But it was more than that. It was like how he treated people, life lessons in anything that he would teach, like that young child, that he would always talk to, how to interact with other human beings and being kind and generous.
Yeah.
And those lessons are not really taught in a lot of the cartoons that are nowadays. Nowadays it's kind of like all bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like it's not something that you're just like, wow. But it's always an anime, I think, because I guess they have more time to create, and all those little kid shows that they have now, it's like, it's all about how many they can produce and how much money they can make off of it. It's not good quality.
Yeah.
It's always like half-assed, and it's made on a computer, which is like real quick, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Back when we were growing up, Toonami was badass. I mean, there was Yu Yu Hakusho, Ronin Warriors, Inuyasha, Gundam. There was a lot of good ones on there, but now, I mean, there's like.
Do they still do Toonami at all?
Yeah, but
it's not the same.
I can't even tell you what's on there. It may be Dragon Ball Kai.
Well, you're the one that actually got me into it all with Dragon Ball Z. When we watched The Tree of Might, that was the first thing I've ever. I was like, I didn't even know about this until way back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is a pretty damn cool show. Like I got interested like right away. And then I realized that there was more, and then there's more episodes, and we started watching all the sagas and stuff, and it was just like, it's like, oh shit, we just followed this guy's life for a long ass time. And it sucks whenever it ends. Yeah. Whenever something ends, it's like now I got to go back to reality.
Oh, I
and
know.
And live my life, and not, because in a sense, whenever I'm watching a show like that, I always feel like the character, whatever character I want to, be.
Yeah.
And I just start thinking like, how would that person think? And then whenever the show ends, it's like, oh fuck, that's it.
I felt that way with Aqua Teen Hunger Force, because I was like, I fell in love with the characters. I love the show. The humor, like, is what made me fall in love with it.
Too fucking funny.
Carl, the neighbor, he Oh man, every time that guy talked, like I was listening, but when you know, I think when season 3 ended, they took a break, and I was just like, man, like now what?
Yeah, it was kind of like they could do so much with that show, but it's like, I mean, the creative thought that's put into that. It's not, I mean, there's not much to it, but it's kind of like with like South Park too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have so many episodes, and they're gonna produce forever.
Yeah.
Because of the material that's out there all the time in the world. They can make fun of everything.
Yeah.
And like I said, these cartoons nowadays, it's not the same. But I also think as though, like, are we like our parents where they're saying the same thing? Like, oh, these cartoons are, I don't understand them because they're not the same like how they grew up.
Yeah, like I know when we would watch something, our parents would be like, "That's stupid," and like sometimes when I see the kids what they're watching, I'm like, that's stupid.
It's so stupid. Yeah. I feel the same way. But actually, like, I mean, Emily, she watches that that My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
It's similar to like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. But I mean, you have to sit down and actually get into it at first.
Yeah, I've never watched that.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to what we watched growing up. So it was pretty cool that I can sit down and watch that with her and be like, this is a show that I could kind of like. It's not too bad.
I started watching. Well, actually, I finished watching One Punch Man, and that one, the art and the violence, the action was like 10 out of 10 for me. But what was the other one? There was something else that Attack on Titan season 1 was just like really slow.
Yeah.
And then season 2 was good, and then season 3, like I started watching it and I was like, was there a time skip at some point? Because they're all grown up, and I just stopped watching it.
Yeah, I hate when that shit happens. Whenever like you're in between seasons, and they take like years to make the new season, and then you forget where the fuck you're at on the season at all, and then you're like, you lose interest right away because they don't produce it out quick enough. So like I hate that, but I think anime has shaped me as a person whenever growing up. I don't think a lot of people understand that, because they're always constantly judging it to where it's like, oh, you watch anime?
Yeah.
It's like, the fuck's wrong with anime? Like, it's like a TV show. It's like, oh, you watch fucking Full House?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
I remember in high school, like I didn't really care to like tell everyone that I watched, like anime. I didn't hide it either. I think I was pretty open with my shirts. I always had like.
Oh yeah, you always had the
shirts.
Dragon Ball Z shirts.
Yeah, I was like, if someone says it, no one said anything, but if someone did,
I don't think anybody gave a shit.
Yeah.
I never gave a fuck. Like, that's one thing I didn't see in high school too. Is like jocks versus fucking nerds and shit.
Oh,
maybe it was out there. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention at the time.
Yeah, I never saw that.
Barely scraped by.
Yeah.
I don't even know how the fuck I passed.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
But anime is like, it's a big thing in my life, I think.
Yeah.
Especially like those TV shows, though, because I don't know. I don't know if it's just like the humble part of it. Like my life is the same way. It's like I'm humbled for what I have, and I don't idolize a lot of shit. Like I'm not like, I don't idolize people. I don't think you should, but I think you just and I don't like fancy shit. I don't care about fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm the same way. I don't care how I dress. Like I know I don't.
Yeah.
I know I don't dress good.
Yeah, I don't have a good style. I definitely don't have a good style, and I know that because I'm just like, I know.
My style has always been like whatever.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this looks alright. I guess. I just throw myself together. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
But one thing I am good at is my socks always match.
There you go. Yeah.
Speaking of socks, one thing I don't like is like we grew up with like this version of Doug where it's like older and like I don't know, Roger's picking on Doug and stuff. and now there's this new version of Doug where like, you know, the art is more updated.
Oh, there's a new version of it?
Yeah, there's like a...
I didn't even know they made a new version of Doug.
Yeah, I think they tried that with Rugrats too.
Or what do they all get along now? But yeah, there's a transgender one.
Is there?
I don't know. Like, they got to throw that in there somewhere. There's got to be like gay Skeeter or something like that.
I'm sure that they made Roger like less like bully,
less douchey,
less of a
like
bully.
He grew up,
yeah.
Are they still stuck in the same high school shit?
I you know, I never watched it. I just saw that like it was like this reformed version of Doug out, and
was it a Disney show? I can't remember. It was on ABC,
Nickelodeon.
right?
It was Nickelodeon.
Was it Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, because I remember the commercials would be like
ABC.
splat. It might have.
Unless they like took it.
Yeah, it might have like transitioned that way
Yeah.
eventually, but I remember it.
They make everything soft nowadays, like to where
censored. Like,
censored all the time, like to where like, oh no, I don't want my kids to. I think kids got to get picked on sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's their like third layer of skin. It toughens them up.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks like taking criticism all the time.
Yeah.
Like everybody's insecure about something.
Yeah.
Like we're all insecure about height, weight, you know, what we look like, how we feel and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, we gotta deal with that shit, man. Like some people, I mean, I'm short. I can't get any fucking taller, but I gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't give a fuck though. It's whatever. Like you can't change who you are. I mean, I guess you could change your appearance by, you know, getting a face job or whatever the fuck you want to do.
Like Botox.
But, I mean, that's not really you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, everything's too soft. All the cartoons are like too soft and don't want to hurt your feelings and shit like that. And they don't show a lot of that bullying shit anymore, huh?
Yeah. Imagine if like Korn self-titled came out nowadays. You know how offended people would be, or like Life is Peachy.
Well, the thing is like they go back and they cancel a lot of people, like, but they never did that to them.
Oh, I know.
They use the word faggot all the damn time.
Yeah. Like literally their song is
it's called faggot.
Yeah. And it's just like, can you imagine if like an album like that came out nowadays?
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I don't have no problems against people that are doing whatever they want. You know, I don't care. Like, you want to be gay, be gay. You want to be transgender, be transgender. It's just like a lot of cartoons are pushing that out there. I've seen it. Like they you know, they're gonna have it to where like some of the characters are gay and stuff like that, and they push it on kids. And that's something that I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong, but I know that you should be able to make up your mind what you want to be or who you want to be or who you are.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's like one of those things where it should be, you know, oh, you can be gay if you want to be gay. Like I think like if you feel like you're gay, then you're probably gay.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're not supposed to be in that body, then that's you know, that's a sign that maybe you're not supposed to be in that body or whatever. But like for it to be like a trend or something. Like if my daughter came up to me and said, oh, I'm gay now, Dad. I was like, well, I thought you liked boys the other day, you know, like now you like girls.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess, like maybe they come to a transition stage. I don't fucking know.
Like, you know, I kind of hate that Marvel's kind of going in that direction. Like they're trying to make like Squirrel Girl like lesbian, or she already is lesbian. But, you know, she's not introduced yet in the movies.
Wasn't that like Captain Marvel or
Captain Marvel, I think she's supposed to be lesbian.
Supposed to be lesbian?
And then Loki, they said he's like
gay?
Bisexual.
See, like, why is that such a big problem? Like, why do we got to know about it? Like,
I don't know if Marvel's trying to be like, it's okay if you're this way, or I don't know if they're trying to be like, you guys should try this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how kids interpret it. But like I'm kind of glad I'm not a kid right now, and I'm older, and I get to like be like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing, Marvel, and I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, you should make up your own mind, but you shouldn't have someone forced it on you all the time, like showing it to you in cartoons and movies and just online everywhere. Like
Yeah.
like if you are what you are, then that's what you are. But
Yeah.
For it to be more of a like a trend to be gay or a trend to be transgender, I think that's not it's not how it should be.
Yeah.
Like if you're gay, you're gay. It's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to announce it to the world all the time. I don't understand it. Like I don't get it. But then too, I'm not gay, so I wouldn't understand it.
Same here, you know.
Yeah.
But
I do see that change in cartoons
Mhm.
on like there's no bullying in there. There's no this or that. It's always like happy endings all the time, and yet in your lifetime, like you rarely see happy endings.
Yeah.
It's always like
Yeah.
it's like you always see bad shit happen, or there's some good in it, but they never show you the real world, and that's what I liked about the anime that we watched.
Yeah.
Is like they showed like this guy's going around and trying to correct his mistakes in the world, and yet we're all kind of trying to do the same thing. When we grow up, we try to be better people, and we want to be better people because we see a lot of the bad shit in ourselves. We see it in other people, and we're like, man, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that version of me.
Yeah.
I think we all do that when we're all looking at each other. We're trying to understand ourselves.
Yeah.
And we're trying to see like I don't want to be like that. I definitely don't want to be that douchebag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be that asshole that's picking on a kid that is defenseless.
Yeah.
You want to stick up. You want to be the person that sticks up for that.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of those animes were. Is like there wasn't ever a strong person to defend those weak people, and then that person comes along, the underdog, and he really lays into those asshole type characters that
like bandits
always get away with shit, and I think that's what.
Well, like Kenshin when his master saved him from those bandits.
And I liked that. I liked, that kind of shaped me how I am. I see something wrong in the world, I want to correct it, or I want to correct that person, or I just want to be a good person. I want everybody to be the best version of themselves, and that's what changed me growing up. I think that's what made me grow up a lot more too.
Yeah. Is
viewing those cartoons, and I wasn't into drinking. I was different from every other teenager out there. Yeah. And I wasn't into partying or anything. I was into finding something more about myself than it was like finding experiences with alcohol or drugs or anything.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What did cartoons do for you, or anime or whatever?
You know what? One thing I did get from anime is being creative. Like I would see Kenshin fight like this mummy, and his gloves had gunpowder on them, and he had like a sword that he would just like, slash on his glove, and it would explode, and it's like, damn, that's pretty creative.
He'd use like that gunpowder for explosions and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he'd like blow up his enemy that he would like
get close to. Yeah, and then blow him up. Yeah, that was.
And it's like, damn, that's pretty creative. And like just Dragon Ball Z, it's like they're getting their energy and forming it, and then like releasing it.
I used to always feel as though like you can fly. Like I was like, maybe we're just not doing it right. I'd always feel like that you could fly if you want to. But like as for the energy, building up the energy and stuff, I always felt like you can do that too. It's like it'd be crazy to just like control all the atoms in your body and just like form like some type of energy.
Just like
do it. Fuck, man, you don't have enough energy. I think nowadays I wouldn't be able to freaking form any type of
hell no.
I mean, I don't even think I could freaking like rub my feet on the damn ground and create a spark.
Zappa fly.
Yeah. But I mean, that is pretty creative for them. But they were also aliens from another planet.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I like that. You know, they came up with a whole different planet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it blew up because Frieza's an ass.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, don't grow up to be a Frieza.
Mm-hmm.
But, but I did like that anime made me more creative. Back when I used to watch like hardcore anime, like I would draw more. But when I think about like cartoons, like we'll just say Aqua Teen Hunger Force, like to me, I think that helped me develop a better sense of humor, because I would think of like Master Shake and Frylock and how they would interact with each other, and I'm like, God, they're freaking funny.
Well, it's like because one's intelligent and the other one's just dumb as fuck.
Meatwad literally just talks out of his ass.
Yeah.
Or not Meatwad.
He's like
Master Shake.
He's like a child, and then like
Yeah.
Shake is like I'll come up with some shit, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
the Fry Man he's like no, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, and
Yeah.
it's just funny. It's just it does create your sense of humor with things, and I think a lot of your life experiences create your humor in your life too as well.
I like Yusuke and Kuwabara, like their dialogue together. Like
They're just rivals, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like Goku and Vegeta, how it's mainly Vegeta hating that Goku's better than him.
Yeah.
And you know, with Kuwabara and Urameshi, they're like he's always picking on him, and I don't know for what reason. I don't know. Maybe he looks better, and what's his name is ugly as fuck.
Kuwabara?
Yeah, Kuwabara is just fucking ugly as fuck. You know what I mean? Maybe it's that. I don't know. It doesn't specify, but I mean, they become good friends in the end. You know?
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah.
Like they had each other's back.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a good show. That was a really good show. I wish they would like revamp those ones, but it seems like they can't do it anymore. Like I haven't watched all of the new Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
But it just seems like it's not. It doesn't feel the same.
Oh yeah.
To me, it doesn't feel the same because everything's happening on other planets, and
they went from fighting like powerful aliens to now they're fighting gods.
They're not protecting the Earth anymore.
Yeah.
I think that was the whole sense that protecting the Earth is the main goal, and now it's just like who's the best.
Yeah, now they're protecting the universe pretty much. There's this god that can delete it whenever he wants.
Yeah, and
so
I don't know. It's weird, like it's crazy, but the cartoons nowadays, I don't know. I can't think of any other one that is good nowadays, like that's out there. Like I see all the kids watching shit nowadays, and it's not the same. It's like
I try and watch like new stuff on Netflix that comes out, and the only one I could say that I got into that I watched from episode 1 to the end is Castlevania.
Mm-hmm.
But trust me, I skipped a lot of talking. I was just like, I get it.
It's a lot of
this
dialogue.
Is filler. Yeah, it's dialogue. Like it's like information. But one thing I didn't like in season 3 is that they were coming out with like this new character, and then it goes and does a background on him, and it's like, why introduce him? Like your season's gonna end. And I didn't like that, but. It is what it is.
I tried to get the girls into like Sailor Moon and shit. They were watching it for a while, but it wasn't like they didn't get into it like completely. Because I remember watching that whenever school would start. Oh yeah. They would just be on. I was just like, oh, what the hell is this? And it was just a bunch of chicks that were like fighting in mini skirts and shit. I was like, okay.
It's like Power Rangers pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I mean, it was still interesting because like anime wasn't. Whenever I was like, I think we were in elementary, they didn't have a lot. I mean, everything was out there, but it was Dragon Ball Z was made like in the, I think, early 80s?
I think
or
so,
late 80s?
Yeah.
I think it was late 80s.
I think it was late 80s.
86 or something like that. But they didn't have anything on TV like that. And then Toonami came out with that where they would show up movie, like the
Oh
movie.
yeah.
And, you know, then they started bringing in those shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always watched like the older ones too, like Johnny Quest, like old ass cartoons.
I like Johnny Quest. One cartoon I didn't like from back then that I watched a lot of was Speed Racer, but you could not get me to watch an episode nowadays.
Yeah, I used to watch Speed Racer too because I remember he would talk so fast and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was always talking so fast. I remember watching that because I remember like his brother was the masked dude and shit like that.
He would just join a race.
Yeah, he'd join a race just to protect,
Yeah.
to protect him. They could never find him.
Yeah.
And he, it was just one of those things where it was an interesting story, but you could tell it was just like shitty ass writing.
Oh my god, yeah. A show I did like a lot was Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh yeah,
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of weird shit that happened in that, like a lot of creepy shit.
Oh my god.
And I remember like watching that at nighttime and being like having like weird ass dreams and stuff. And like there's always weird stuff that like to have that creativity to do that.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I liked it because the art was like, I don't know, I guess it was just different. I was like, dang, this looks different. And like it's your little puppy trying to just rescue his mom and dad.
Yeah, basically.
But it was cool, like the little monsters that would pop out here and there, and then like there was a couple episodes where it'd be like an ugly monster, but it would just show you like he means good, but he's just ugly.
Yeah.
And I know, the message was just being like, there's people out there that are ugly, but give them a chance.
Yeah.
So
like a lot of TV shows teach you those lessons as well too.
Yeah.
I think nowadays we don't have those types of TV shows anymore. I mean, we have reruns or remakes, but they're not the same. Like I watched like Fuller House.
Oh yeah.
And they have the same like types of kids, but no, they're like flamboyant boys.
Oh.
Like it's everybody's like really flamboyant. Even like the older characters, they're like really flamboyant. I was like, what the hell is this? Joey was the uncle that was like the hard ass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And was getting all the chicks and stuff like that. They don't have any of that. Like it's weird. It's not they can't make a TV show anymore.
Yeah.
That
this isn't a cartoon, but I don't think there will ever be a TV show like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like that was really good. Every episode to me was well written.
And that's probably what changed us too, is like as adults and stuff like that, growing up with those types of TV shows.
Yeah. Because
they kind of brought structure to your life.
Yeah.
And they would always have a good like message in the storyline. And it wasn't all garbage, like it wasn't all like watch this so you could be cool or watch this because they have this in it or that in it or whatever, but
it was like life lessons you could relate to.
Yeah. There was, and you may not be like thinking about it then, like you might not be like, wow, this is a good lesson to learn. But later on in life, you're like, oh, you'll watch a rerun every once in a while, like, that's why, I understand this, or, that's why this or that. It kind of like puts a message out there inside your head, and the more you watch those types of TV shows, like the better person you become or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's their intention,
Yeah, and it's like they had better casting then, better everything. That was pretty cool.
I think your mind rots eventually, and you just start losing it.
They got to come up with something to where you don't die, because it would be nice to live in your 90s, like just the way you are right now. You know what I mean? Like, I think your 30s is where you're like you're starting to figure shit out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where like, oh, you're in a better state than you were in your early 20s.
And by the time you're 60, your bones are brittle.
Yeah, it's like you work until you die, and then like you don't have any retirement at all. You're just like fucking. I don't know, withering away. It's got to be a disease, man. There's no.
It's gotta be.
Growing old is definitely a disease.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense. You go looking like a baby, like shitting in diapers. You have no teeth. You're bald, and then you grow old, and you're fucking going back into diapers. You're losing your fucking teeth. You're losing your hair, and you're alone. Yeah, and you can't, and then you can't help like yourself. Yeah. You're relying on others, just like a fucking baby. So it's like, what the fuck?
I've been thinking about that exact same thing lately. Like just how you're a baby, then you get older, and then you go right back into like a baby stage.
Yeah, it's like you stretched out your skin so much that you start to fucking go back into a baby.
Yeah.
And your fucking skin is all saggy and shit, and you look like crap, like a fucking raisin.
True that. Facts. I want to look like a prune though.
Oh shit.
A big prune.
Yeah. That's why I want tattoos more, because it doesn't really fucking matter what you're gonna look like when you're old.
Yeah.
You're gonna look ugly. You might as well have some color on your skin.
That's why I got tattoos now, because I'm already ugly and old.
Fuck it.
Oh,
At least you still got your hair.
Barely. My hair color's going away.
It'll look good.
I'm looking like Omni-Man. My sides are turning white. Oh, have you seen Omni-Man?
Mm-mm.
No? I think the show's called Invincible.
Oh, no, I have seen that show.
Yeah.
Is it on Amazon Prime? Is that the one with their superheroes?
I watched it on YouTube.
That fucking show is good. I watched the first season.
That's the only good show.
It's the only good show that we did not talk about.
Yeah.
That was that was a good fucking show. God damn, man. The brutality in that fucking show was like, yeah, this is a good show.
I'm glad that they were like...
Well, if they make a show, it's got to be uncensored. You know, you got to have a show, like, well, for adults, honestly.
Well, I mean, we're kids that just grew up, and that's what we want.
We crave shit that is like, wow, that's fucking insane.
We don't want season 12 of Kids Next Door.
Well, have you seen like The Boys? That one?
No.
That TV show?
Mm-hmm.
So it's superheroes, and you know how superheroes, they're always doing like fucked up shit in towns, like they're breaking buildings and shit's falling and people are dying.
Yeah.
Well, they're showing like those people that are dying and getting killed. Like in the first episode, this guy and this girl, they're like hanging out and shit, and they're in love, and the girl steps off the curb, and this dude that runs really fucking super fast runs straight through her and just blows her up, and he's just like fucking bloody and everything, and the guy's just like in shock, like what the fuck. And that's how the episode starts, and it's basically all these people that got fucked over, they get together and they start taking these superheroes down and shit. It's a good fucking show. Like if you ever get a chance, you gotta watch it. The Boys, it's a fucking great show.
I've seen it, like I've never seen an episode, but I've seen it in the news, like, oh, this person will be in it, and expect this in the next episode. But I've never like taken the time to like watch it.
You should. Once you watch the first episode, you're like hooked. It's one of those shows where like you watch the first episode, you're just like fucking hooked instantly.
Yeah, and that's what sucks. Like I tried giving The Walking Dead, Stranger Things, Twilight. No, I'm just kidding. I tried giving like those.
The Walking Dead, like it became good.
Yeah.
But then it became real, because like it's like, yeah, people are gonna be like that. People are gonna be shitty to each other.
Oh yeah.
And it's not even about zombies anymore. It's about I don't know. It's just about shitty things. Like it's crazy.
It's because people don't care if you survive. It's because
they want to survive. Yeah. It's like, I'm doing what I have to do to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all about survival.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing over and over and over again. It doesn't really end well, unless they find a cure for any of that shit. All the zombies are gonna be dead anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, like my good Paul once said, a bullet's cheaper than medicine.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know,
It's always cheaper.
Paul Bunyan, completely different guy.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Not you, but a different, more insensitive.
I don't know if I trust that guy.
Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in and listening to us talk about, TV shows and cartoons and the way they've changed themselves and us. So, catch us in the next episode.
That